what you sell, where you sell it from, and how they can access it. What forms of payments? It will make it very easy to market the.
And so when there's an opportunity to create space, however you're going to create your space, your signage, how you display your goods that you're selling, how you look yourself, right? How you're presenting yourself to the community, you know, when you are selling your goods. That also is an important aspect of marketing. So maybe even how you display how you decorate your space, all of that matters. So that would be the second thing. So the first thing is you network like crazy. You know, like I said, if there's an opportunity to create a flyer so that you can also distribute that, that's number one. Number two is your space. Every day when you go to set up your space, what does that look like? Is it consistent? What colors are you using? What fabrics are you using? What signage are you using? How are you displaying your goods? How do you look? How are you communicating to the people? So to me, that would be the second thing, is how are you creating your space? What does that look like? Is it consistent? Does it stand out from other people selling their goods? So that would be number two, is how are you creating the space in which you're selling your goods? How can you make that stand out? How can you be different? How can you be unique?
All right, thank you very much. So welcome back. Yeah, next step is if you're laying langisha abantu balyamishwa shana. Mwirabati, you're not the only one selling what you're selling, eh? Tamukwete salon mweka, tamukwete ma vegetable maker. So chamba tuku chinga myako kuichita market mkula makwata ishira imu. Abantu bamishiramu. Dankfani shop ya ni akalanji. Mwalikona ni Young Heroes, eh? Young Heroes umayizibala kuti. Mas shirts ya dewa mavala ya green. Muzi bano zibana nkwe tamushe pati shop mwamona pe. You know it. That's the way they have branded themselves. Because if I buy langa, if I buy big, now I'm vegetables. Once I say vegetables, change charami kufanya. Ni bima mwa yes kwa plastic. Ndiku sana kutoka ba. Bala prefer kwa plastic kutoka sana. Now question again for plastic. Banana ni kani. Unachita pale banana ni kani. That way, cha kufanya kwa kubantu bantu. Mwala bafie mweka. Mama Nenka. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. From there, you know, I'm just trying to think what else is really important from like a marketing perspective. I'm even thinking, because I'm now putting myself in the position of if I had like a vegetable stand, you know, and I was doing this every day, what would I do? So I'm trying to put myself in the position. And so besides networking in your community, besides making sure that your space, how you are presenting your space, how you're selling your vegetables, what does it look like? How do you look? I think to myself, is there an opportunity to do something different? For example, could you, besides just selling the vegetables, could you maybe make a dish, like something where the vegetables that you are selling, that you almost give your community an idea of what can you do with these vegetables, right? So I'm trying to say, I'm really thinking, what would I do in this position? And that's something to think about. Could you even, and again, I don't know how far, we can go, but so one thing I'm thinking of is, could you create something, some food item with the vegetables that you sell, right? As an idea of what you can do with the vegetables that you sell, right? Because if nobody else is doing that, that helps you to stand out from the crowd, right? That's one thing I think about. Another thing I think about is, could you almost like, because I'm sure that everyone is kind of, cooking and preparing their own meals with these vegetables. Could you maybe do even a kind of like cooking class, like something that is maybe different? I don't know if you do it at the stand. I don't know if you do it in your community. I don't know if you do it maybe in church. But my idea here is, what else can you do with what you sell to say, hey, here are some ideas of what you can create with these vegetables. Maybe you do host a cooking class at your church with the vegetables that you sell, right? To show, hey, here are some ideas of what you can do in your home with your family to create some wonderful meals. Again, what can you do that is unique, that is different, so that people want to come to your stand every single day to get vegetables, because they're going to learn like a new meal to cook, something different, if that makes sense. So number one is networking. Number two is your space, is your presentation. Number three is, could you create a meal? Could you create something that you display? Could you create a moment to bring the community together to share some ideas of what you can do with the vegetables in your home? Like I said, maybe it's a gathering at your church, something along those lines that helps you to stand out from everybody else in terms of what you do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly, it does. Okay. So welcome back to first pretty much the networking was one on abantu, right? So that they know, okay. Sana ambacho kwa mnaita students mwingine. Pekee sana kwa mwaipata makala yenu. Number 3. If you're kumushikisha. Kwinga kitana sia na sala kyafundisha abantu kubeba ati ifyo muchi. For example, nga mnashikisha na vegetables. Yimbi mwaisho kuyepika. Oh, mwapata cooking class. Abantu kandi barimo gutema vegetables barabasha, for example, chikanda mwamunenka murashisha chikanda ukumuleyo. Abantu bakwasha mushita chikanda muti nokushita chikanda kuri ngoko mbala kwata chikanda yisuma mwata chikanda yabo yisuma. Even angwaisa cause chikanda that's why she is this chikanda nice or not. So if you have prepared the chikanda and you are selling it here and you give someone some, this is nice. No way. And so, how can you do anything so that abantu bayishibati itsomulekita nyinshi? Right? All right, thank you.
Thanks. Excuse me. So again, number one, networking. Number two, presentation. Number three, what can you do that's different, right? What can you do that is drawing people to you, right? And I'm trying to think what would also be some additional marketing practices. Another thing I think about is here in North America, we call something called partnership marketing. So what is that? Partnership marketing is when you partner with another person, brand, business, whatever that looks like, and you do something together. So I'm trying to think of like a good idea, a good example in this. But in this case, is there someone in your community that sells something that when you see them every day, you see maybe that they have a lot of crowds in front of them, right? Like, or a line, or like there's a lot of busyness in front of that stand, whatever it is they're selling. It could be electronics, it could be anything else, it could be like baked goods. If that person is has a lot of people going to their stand, could you partner with them? Could you share their space? Could you come together and be selling together? Because if the person gets a lot of traffic, we say, right, a lot of people coming to their stand, you want to sell to those people, right? So is there an opportunity to partner, to come together with somebody else that sells something that's super popular, right? Everybody's going to their stand. Could you work together? Maybe it's, you know, once a week or once a month, or you do something special. But partnership marketing is also very effective. It's something I do all the time in my business. I partner with a brand, with a business that has a lot of people coming to it already. So if my audience is here and their audience is there, when I partner with them, all of a sudden, my audience comes to here because I am connecting with their audience to sell what I have to sell. Does that make sense? So partnership marketing, partnering with somebody that has a lot of traffic already, a lot of people coming to them, helps you to connect to more people so you can sell more of your goods.
All right, thank you very much. So bakambati chinangu chamene mungachite ni partnership marketing nine. So kula bati abanini baleshchief ne mamuleshchief mwanda satupanga table imu tuleshcha pobonzi. Imane ngumuleshcha orange imomuleshcha chibwabwa. Gabalesa mukitama orange abantu abambelesa mukita chibwabwa bonso mwachita share ma customers ayi balafula. Libo someone even just wanted to buy oranges, they will end up buying cabbage or chibwabwa, the one that you have. Mwe saloon. For example, imo saloon yen muchita you do muluke mishishi and washing people, right? Then could someone like a nail technician, have my nails. One that okay, you can come in my shop, right? Will I become my nails while I'm doing time? Those people that will be coming to get their nails done, they would want also, but so much to share my customer. You find that customer, unlike when you're alone. So mwalesha kulingana na business yenu and the compatible partner who ingachitana bena kyapalati ngama vegetables, obviously kulama vegetables yoshita muleshale shabane abane. So mwabera bonse pamu, so that mwachita share makastoma bonse bafula. Thank you.
Yes, so for me, that is very effective. And the person could be selling jewelry, you know, cell phones, baked goods. I mean, it doesn't matter. But if that person has like a lot of people going every day to buy their stuff. Maybe you do something special together, like I said, once a week, once a month, but then it helps for you to go from here up to here, right? Because then more people get to know who you are and what you're doing, right? So partnership marketing is super, super, super effective. It's one of my favorite forms of marketing. Okay, I'll continue. So just to recap, number one, networking, like crazy. Networking in your church, in your community. If there's a special event, the more people that know who you are and what you do is key. Number two is making sure that you are creating your space, your presentation, so that it is unique, that it stands out, that people walk by, they go, oh, that's, so-and-so, right? That you're really kind of creating really high visibility, we call it, for yourself, right? Number three is, what can you do that is unique? Like I said, you maybe make a meal with the vegetables that you sell. Maybe you host a cooking class at your church or a community event, something. Because then people are like, oh, now you're not only just selling vegetables, you are now helping me to use them that's beneficial to me, to my family. Number four is partnership marketing. To partner with someone that has a really large audience, that gets a lot of traffic, we say, so that it can help to create more visibility for yourself, and it helps you to connect with more people. So I just wanted to recap, explain like the steps that we're going through today. If that's okay, I'll continue. If you want to translate, I'll stop.
No, it's fine. You can continue.
Okay. I'm trying to think of another effective way of marketing, because again, I'm looking for ways to market that make sense for you, right? As Adam said, eventually you can start using more technology like WhatsApp. I'm very familiar with WhatsApp. When I lived in Brazil, that was our number one form of communication. If I can, I'm going to touch upon it for just a second. Once you get to that place where you can start using something like WhatsApp, a great way to use it is you create a group on WhatsApp. So you create a group, maybe it's the name of you or the name of your business, and you add as many people as you can from your community into this group, so that when your stand is ready, right, like you're ready for the day to sell, then you can share through WhatsApp, be like, hey guys, come and get your vegetables today. So that is a wonderful way to communicate to a lot of people. So when you get to that stage, that will be really effective. And so again, it's creating a group. It could even be a group from your church. It can be a group from just your community. But to give you an example of that here, and I don't know how often people use it, but there is an application called Twitter. And Twitter has been used for the same thing. So what happens is you create your profile on Twitter, right? And you make sure that you have as many followers as possible. And so when, for example, food trucks here in the United States use that a lot. So when a food truck is going to be, let's say, at the church for the day, they send out a tweet, hey, our food truck is going to be, at this location for like the next 2 to 3 hours. Come. So you can take that same concept and you can apply it to WhatsApp. Different functionality, same purpose. So just to repeat, is when you get to the stage of being able to use an application like WhatsApp, form a group, could be a group of 10, could be a group of 20, could be more. And it could be every day. It could be when you do something maybe more special, but you send out a group text on WhatsApp to be like, hey, I'm open for the day. Then people will come to buy from you and they will help to tell more people, hey, they're open, they're ready to go. Let's go get our stuff. So using something like WhatsApp can be a really simple but great way to market yourself to a group.
All right, thank you. So one of the other ways, one of the other way, oh my God, people to send the Facebook when the Facebook then it's more able, number na WhatsApp na it's more panga ka group. Now why come WhatsApp family then watch the sharing so that they share to others, eh? If you make a post on Facebook, if you want to learn more about the products we have, follow this link to join. So now gonna Facebook na WhatsApp side. So that muleshita communicate na mwashita ngani salon na mushite mshishanyu mwaposta available or on promotion abantu ba bare muna mu group define so mwaposta fe mu group mulamuneka someone has screenshot and send another one mwamuneka so imoto mulamunate just posting for those people in the group but they are also sharing. So WhatsApp na Facebook na maposta ma products yani simuchita share only those people that follow you or only those people in the group. When I'm going to what's the share? Me muzanga today and then the one I didn't even know. She just sent me. Have you seen they're selling this? Why? Because when I post it, when I'm gonna then shared with me. So it ngamwachita embrace technology finema Facebook tesambia nama WhatsApp. Ngamwachita share preference. Did have a share? The lot of people it's even shared and people reshare even without us knowing. Oh, Naka? All right, thank
you. So I thought that we would start doing a question and answer because Barbara, correct me if I'm wrong, we have about 15 minutes left. Okay. So I was going to say, what questions do they have for me? So let's start there. If they have certain questions that they would like to ask, let's go. I'd love to help clarify some more things for them.
All right, thank you. So guys, sometimes my facing a challenge, sometimes sometimes that facing a customized. So kulinga na yeye na problem yo facing amkulanga abantu besho kumulisha. Ipusheni so that bamias. Chinchi chimishupako ukwewa abantu chomukwete chomulisha. Nangu, how has it been difficult for you to let people know what you're selling? Maona ka? Apopende mu area ine. So ipusheni. Ah? That's
Don't be shy.
We're shy.
Yeah, shy. Just ask. So imefinish kwenye form shitali nsa mula shitisha pe bwino tamkwata ko problem abantu bareshwa kyonse So nichitabeshuriza. Okay. So Carol is this one that you see. She's asking that one of her challenges is that she doesn't frequently get customers, and could have been because of networking. Like she barely know people. So like, what's the easiest way you can network? Like, how do you find new people? How do you partner with new people when you're like a new environment, you don't know anyone? How easy can that be? So that's a question.
Okay. So I'm going to give from an example from me and see if I can apply it to your area. For me, when I started networking, I have lived in 3 continents, 2 continents, 3 cities, 3 countries, and 8 cities over the course of many, many years. So you can imagine every time I'm in a new city, I know nobody. And I have to understand, okay, what's happening in the city? What events are happening? What are the main businesses, brands? Who are some key people, right? I start to kind of do some research. The most effective way to start networking is just to discover what events are happening, what social gatherings are happening. Could be at your church, but even from your church, I would imagine that there are many other social gatherings that you learn about from church. So maybe you start there, is discover what is happening in your community. What other social gatherings can you attend? Can you participate in to meet more people? And then when you're in that place, you can't be shy. You can't be shy. If you even know one person there, you can say, hey, do you mind introducing me to a few people? That's the best way, because then you're not trying to figure out, okay, well, who's that person over there? Or who's that person? No. Now you have somebody that can help you. Oh, great. Let me introduce you to these 5 people. Great. And then those 5 people can introduce you to 10 people. Do you see the effect that that creates? So first things first, find out what are the other social gatherings that are happening in your community that you can attend. And if you even know one person there, help them introduce you to as many people as possible. Barbara, they're on mute. They're on mute, so I can't hear them right now.
All right. Okay. I was saying that was very insightful. If you can have one person introduce you to someone and more people, you like, we couldn't even think about that. Yeah. Thank you so much. So any other question?
Don't be shy.
Marketing. That's all. Eso Okay, thank you very much. So she was just giving an insight and acknowledging that it's very important to know people and try by all means to try, like, those people that know us, they know other people, because especially in a business where she's selling perishable things like tomatoes and onion, if it goes a day without selling, they go bad and she makes a loss. So knowing more people is going to be very helpful for her, because all our vegetables will be able to sell because she knows more than just one person. So she was just acknowledging that it's very helpful and she's grateful that you've taught her that, to learn to try by all means to know more and a lot more people. Thank you.
Yes. We call that the network effect. And honestly, I think, like, you have to understand, I have technology everywhere, right? I have, my phone, right? I have my computer. I have all these different applications, platforms, everything. But I have to tell you, still to this day, of the 15 years that I've been, in the women's advocacy space, still to this day, networking has been the most effective form of marketing for me. The most effective. And when I move to a new city and I have to start to get to know, okay, what's happening here, what events are happening here, who are the people that I need to know, I spend every week going to at least 2 to 3 social gatherings, events, to meet as many people as possible. It is really the thing I do all the time, constantly, because in my region is growing very fast. So because of the pandemic, a lot of people have been moving from the bigger cities to the smaller cities. So the smaller cities are growing. So I'm constantly want to know, okay, what businesses are coming here? Who's moving here? Who else can I meet? So just to close with that and say that networking and meeting as many people as possible, attending as many social gatherings as you possibly can while running your business, while running your home, while being a mom, all of that stuff is so important, because the more people that you know, the more people know you. And that is how you can really expand who you are, what you're doing, so that you become like the person that people want to go to buy their vegetables from, to buy whatever goods that you're selling from every single day.
All right. Thank you very much. So, welcome back to then abala making sure that you also tell my events are to ate basangwako. Cause shasha bafurisha okwicupa abantu abengi era nga waishupa abantu abengi business yobe iri yapantanshi. Cause nga wishupa muntu bakoko takasoma mwe but yero kuchakwa zero kunani kani bana bale kumana mwaya. No kuchecha bana kumana mwaya. Napachika kwanze mama ninga. Napachika kwanze pama wedding kwanze nga mwaya. Vile bachanda kufesa na kashwati. Era wakumanya abantu babe botochi. Of course, the mode of payment, so that abantu bashupa everything about you. Kwanza kwaya ngana uyichita brand wino. Era wafika walanda ine tishacha sona so chabana sona so. It will help you know a lot of more people and your business will grow. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Barbara, anything else?
No, nothing to add. It's been an amazing session and we're truly grateful for you. So thank you so much. If you don't have any other thing to add, we can go ahead and take our group photo.
Okay, yeah. No, that's it. I just wanted to finish by saying, yes, thank you for having me. So nice to be connected. And you never know, maybe in the next couple of years, I will make a trip out to Africa because I've never been, and maybe there's an opportunity to connect in person. But it has been my pleasure to have this session. I hope that I've been able to provide valuable information for you that really is applicable to you, that really makes you feel that you can now do something different, unique, bigger, better, and really start to create the network effect. We have a saying here that says your network is your net worth. It's truly the case. And one of the things that I believe is most important for women entrepreneurs especially is that we also call it social capital, right? So social capital, growing your network, same thing. Why? Because that is going to help you sell more, market better, make more money, all of that. So hope you've enjoyed this session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you, Barbara, for having me.
Okay, Emma, please bring the ladies together for the group photo.
Sorry, I think you broke up. I didn't hear you.
Okay, please smile. All right, I got that. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Barbara. Okay, hi, Barbara. Okay, let's leave then.